It's tough coming in as a runner-up, and it's probably hard to think of some of the good stuff that's happened this season. What are some of your favorite moments from the season? What are the biggest improvements you've seen among your players? You've mentioned that they've bought into getting to this point. I mean, you're only one of two teams that got this far. So what are some of the highlights from the season?
For us, as far as bought in, it's been from a defensive perspective. I mean, in the regional finals win that we had over Wilson Prep, we held them to 12 points at the half. We held Hayesville to 14 points at the half. So those are things that we can build off. We knew coming in, to this, and as I told the guys, nerves are going to be a factor at this point, especially, and nerves usually affect you offensively. So we try to focus on that defensive aspect. A lot of really positive highlights: the growth of our young men. We won our conference, we won the regular season title. The conference tournament championship, but really this playoff run is really the biggest growth that I've seen from our guys. Because every game's it's your last. I mean, it could be your last. And so they've stepped up to that aspect to attack the basket. So each of them has done things. We've tasked Jackson as a defensive guy, so he guarded 14 Colby Ash, their senior guard, and Bo was on him at different times. Now we got a chance to see Adam, really these playoffs. I think coming into this game, he was averaging about 22 points a game, if I remember correctly. So just a lot of, the best thing about this group is really like there's good kids. They're good kids. They show up, they play hard. As we keep saying, they've committed into the defensive aspect. As they continue to mature, the offense is going to come. Really, I mean, looking at, we shot 16 for 58 on field goals and 3 for 14 from 3. So those are factors, and Hayesville's defense has a lot to do with that, especially that physicality. So as we get back in that weight room and we get these guys a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger, I have confidence that we're going to have an opportunity to make another run next year.
And for you guys to be representing such a small school in a pretty tiny town, what does it mean for you to have even got to this point, kind of representing you guys on the big stage?
Well, I mean, coming into it, that's just a lot of what we talked about. We're a K-12 school, so we've had a pep rally on Friday. I had mentioned it in the High School Athletic Association, coaches meeting and stuff like that. And it was just exciting for these young men to have the school get back and support them. So everyone there, we had a really good crowd. At our high school, we were less than 200 kids in our high school, and so a lot of our kids play. Our baseball season has been getting pushed back a little bit because some of these kids are going up and to play baseball. So just the opportunity to represent Chatham County, represent our school, and I think if you saw there, these young men represented with class. They didn't give up. They continued to fight no matter what the score was. So I couldn't be any more proud of them. Our reserves that are not here in the meeting, my coaches, the school, and just for the support that we've had. It does stink, to be that runner-up. But we also have to look back at the fact that the accomplishment of getting to this point. It's not easy. We didn't have an easy road. Coming through that east, we had tough rounds from Gates County, Northwest Halifax, Neuse, Kit Pride, Wilson Prep, the defending champion, and we continued to weather that, and we had opportunities here. But again, some missed shots down the stretch, some missed free throws, altered that game for us. So.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Ian, for your time. Appreciate it.